Brad Thor and Ward Larsen's Cold Zero is a high-octane thriller set in the Arctic Circle, combining geopolitical intrigue, survival horror, and relentless action. Critics have described it as Red Storm Rising colliding with The Day After Tomorrow, cranked to 11, underscoring its blend of military realism and apocalyptic stakes. The novel begins with a cataclysmic event. A Russian nuclear submarine suffers a meltdown beneath the Arctic ice, unleashing radiation and triggering a race against time. The disaster threatens not only the crew, but also the fragile balance of global security. As nations scramble to respond, the frozen wilderness becomes a battleground where survival is as treacherous as the politics at play. At the center of the story is Commander Hawke, a seasoned operative tasked with leading a covert mission to secure the wreckage and prevent its secrets from falling into enemy hands. Alongside him is Dr. Kate Foster, a brilliant scientist whose expertise in nuclear physics is critical to understanding the scope of the disaster. Their partnership is fraught with tension, Alex driven by duty and pragmatism, Kate by moral conviction and fear of the consequences. The Arctic setting is vividly rendered: blizzards, collapsing ice shelves, and temperatures that can kill within minutes. The environment itself becomes an antagonist, forcing the characters to confront not only human enemies, but also nature's unforgiving brutality. Supporting characters include rival Russian operatives, mercenaries hired to exploit the disaster, and members of Alex's team whose loyalty and courage are tested under impossible conditions. Each subplot adds layers of suspense, from political maneuvering in Washington and Moscow to desperate survival on the ice. Themes: survival and sacrifice. The novel explores the limits of human endurance in extreme conditions. Geopolitical tension. The Arctic disaster becomes a flashpoint for U.S.-Russia relations. Science and morality. Kate's struggle highlights the ethical dilemmas of nuclear technology. Nature as antagonist. The Arctic landscape is portrayed as both majestic and deadly. Climax and resolution. The climax builds as Alex and Kate confront both human adversaries and the ticking clock of nuclear meltdown. Betrayals and shifting alliances heighten the tension, culminating in a desperate showdown on the ice. The resolution is explosive yet bittersweet. The immediate threat is contained but at great cost, leaving scars on both the survivors and the geopolitical landscape. The novel closes with a reminder that in the Arctic, victory is never absolute, only survival. Style and reception. Thor and Larsen's prose is fast-paced, cinematic, and detail-rich, blending military authenticity with emotional stakes. Reviewers have praised Cold Zero as nail-bitingly intense and utterly unpredictable, noting its ability to combine action with thought-provoking themes. Bottom line, Cold Zero is a chilling, adrenaline-fueled thriller about survival, sacrifice, and the razor's edge of global security, perfect for fans of military thrillers and Arctic survival dramas.